undefeated AJ Anthony Joshua. The challenger, mesdames et messieurs, Carlos Takam.
Gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you both. Follow my instructions at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
Bell and round one set for 12 with our friends.
And Dylan White, who did hurt Joshua with the left hook.
Yeah, takes on Carlos Takam on short notice.
Another thing he's going to do is make sure he doesn't smother himself. You're playing your feet on Takam. He has a way of getting inside your chest. And
this first frame, and definitely a feeling out processes.
But you start cutting off the ring, you start to apply that mental pressure there.
Anthony Joshua, a man who's already made millions, he really does not want to get disconnected because there was a clash.
That's the thing about the shorter man, you know, coming in like that. Also the bald head. Takam can feel like I can escape here and there.
Lead left hook that was partially blocked by Joshua. Right hand, likes of his domestic rival Dylan White. He finished White with the right uppercut. Hit Klitschko with the right uppercut. There's a sweeping left.
I don't know. I know Joshua's. Takam's got to get back on that jab. You know, you got to make Joshua respect that distance. Snap some of those jabs out like Takam is doing.
He was still growing here, now turning 28 just 13 days ago. He said that he feels he was the fittest he's ever been out. Oh, nice.
You know, Anthony Joshua, 254 pounds, the highest he's ever weighed. He said to us he didn't really want to be that heavy.
Now resides in France, looking to become the...
Tricky rhythm by Takam.
There, Takam coming in, and his head blasted the face of Joshua. And that, he led with that head very strongly.
Third round underway. Scheduled for 12. Melatonin-flavored left hook of his own, but right now it's Joshua imposing his will and skill on the challenger.
He thought it hurt him in terms of stamina against Klitschko.
Joshua had a 10-week training camp for this fight.
He doesn't pontificate. He doesn't seem like he's playing anybody. He just talks. Both these men were Olympians, of course, and Takam representing Cameroon. Joshua's improved in that area.
Short right uppercut by Joshua. Right hand by Joshua.
There, able to measure it. He's looking for a way to turn the corner.
Nice jab through the guard by Joshua. Defense of his championships and just landed that right cross. Training regimen. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Coming up on the final 30 seconds of the third round. And his trainer, Robert McCracken, says the thing that stands out about Joshua has been Joshua's most effective. He's recorded 8 of his 19.
Been done against a tricky guy like Takam. But you see Joshua kind of posing here. He's looking for just a perfect shot. Yeah, I think that butt he took maybe angered him a little bit.
From other fighters is his total belief in himself as action begins to pick up here in round 4 as limited activity. Would like to see an uptick in the offense here with the big boys. And for Joshua, when it comes to defense, over the last 4 fights, is
to get his head down that low.
Nice jab by Joshua.
Did not do as well as Joshua in the Olympics, but he had a very solid amateur career.
On both parts as that right hand deflected off the temple of Joshua, who now puts together a right hand and a right uppercut on the inside out.
And it started with a counter right uppercut. And Takam is cut.
Takam cut over the right eye.
He may have been suggesting it was a clash of heads.
The referee asked him, do you want to quit? He said no. Well, and Joshua clubbing away on Takam upstairs. That right hand blocked. Leaning in and not throwing much misses with that right cross. Oh, that right hand! Buckle Takam, the glove touched the canvas, and he goes down for the 3rd time in his career.
And the eye is on that side of the hook.
He went down twice in his lone knockout loss against Alexander Povetkin.
the jab an effective weapon for him. And you see the fact that that left hook is short and compact. That's where Anthony Joshua has made a lot of progress.
Fifth round underway here in front of an indoor record crowd of 78,000. Nice jab that popped Joshua's head back. Another jab as
this distance a number of times and has been 12 rounds twice.
He was moving around the ring earlier in the rounds. Now he's come out because he realizes he's on a shortened time frame.
Timeout called. The doctor will let him continue as they touch gloves and resume. Takam trying to work his way to the inside, but it's a minefield.
British heavyweights who are fantastic. Lennox Lewis used that jab very effectively.
And that has been his best weapon, if you want to call it that, thus far in this fight. And stiff jab, popping Takam's head back, and Takam just leading with his head out.
You know, is that too little too late for Takam?
Yeah, I feel like he's started a lot of body work in this round. It's hard to find openings down the inside when your arms are so long against a short guy, but those catch and shoots will do it.
Takam walking through it and just continues to paw at that right eye. Under a minute left in the fifth.
55 rounds as a professional, and all that led him to this.
Last great British heavyweight. And in fact, he just misses good. The side of Takam's head. Takam leaning in. Rolled with that right hand.
It's really an important moment in this fight. Can Takam survive here? Can he get this into later rounds?
Left hook upstairs by Joshua, just measuring Takam. Lands the right, that one misses, connects with the left hook.
But as Takam holds his ground more, he's there as a target more for Joshua.
None other than right, and Al, in your keys, you talked about him landing that right.
Many years ago, I did the fight between George Foreman and Dwight Muhammad Kawi, and ironically, Takam's dad was...
I thought Takam's punching off that rhythm, though. At least, you know, he's keeping Joshua thinking with that rhythm. Joshua can't just get reckless, sharp counter. He opened up a big cut on Takam. You know, and now I think Takam still hasn't totally...
Not enough probably to win it, but enough to keep him in the fight.
He didn't have a long amateur career. He's done great throughout his entire career, amateur and pro, but...
Joshua is doing here.
Takam using a modified shoulder roller, attempting to anyway.
Takam needs an overhand right or a left hook.
Eric Molina, and of course, in his last outing, defeated...
who we've referenced, who of course has...
fights in the UK, but the entire sport of boxing. But man, Anthony Joshua, 2 fights. Joshua won his 6th Olympic super heavyweight gold medalist to become a pro champion.
They're trying to fight a little bit more than he was earlier.
Trying to survive and trying to protect that right eye. Looking to do the same here in round 6 against challenger Carlos Takam. Joshua pawing away at Takam with the jab before Britain. It's already been awarded Fight of the Year, and Anthony Joshua's won Fighter of the Year.
That jab is not going to do the cut of Takam any favors.
Clearly this fight is going Anthony Joshua's way. This was a moment in the last round where Takam tried to throw a good combination, did get the jab in, and elicited some comments from Anthony Joshua.
We're in the second half of this championship affair. Al, how do you have it on your unofficial scorecard?
Even the difference in physical size, right?
Yeah.
And the style.
Amazing stage.
Oh, there's a right hand by Takam.
A little hook in there too. Because if you don't catch those on the glove, you wind up like Takam did earlier in the fight on the canvas.
Health advocacy. Wish him well in fighting the good fight as Anthony Joshua.
Trying to make one last stand. I don't think he's got a lot of time left in this fight.
He's now the 2nd youngest heavyweight in the division's top 25, only over both eyes, having been down early in the fight. The Eastern Assassin, legendary heavyweight champion Larry Holmes, who was known for his jab, Al. Missing the right and left from Joshua, coming back with his best combination. Man, for poor Takam, that right glove's like a windshield wiper. Al, he's trying to keep blood out of both eyes. Final 10 seconds of the 7th round. Joshua looking for that right uppercut on the inside. Here in round 8, has been down once in the fight and has...
It's effective on the inside against a short guy like Takam. Those catch and shoots that he often uses. He's throwing the hook right hand as he got caught with the catch and shoot from Joshua when he used just the left hook on.
He's not throwing wide punches. He's throwing compact punches. And against a smaller fighter like this, you have...
And the Takam will shoot a jab here and there. And that's what he needs to do to kind of... I mean, he's not going to win this fight the way it's going, but I'll tell you, he's conducting himself with a lot of character. I'll tell you what, though. Joshua did predict he was going to foul with Takam staying low.
Takam in punching range or outside, not on the inside where he could at least do some work.
Over 165,000 tickets sold.
Yeah, this has been one of the better rounds for Takam.
And Takam kind of realizes that, so he'll shoot the right hand sharp right off the left hook. There it is again.
Attacking with a combination. 60 seconds left now in the eighth.
I mentioned that Takam has been longer in terms of distance. He's been
forcing Joshua to use his left hand to protect instead of throw.
Joshua back to his hotel room after Joshua defeated Dominic Brazil.
Yeah, he wanted the fight for the first time. Anthony Joshua going backwards in this fight. Heavyweight championships.
Beautiful body work by Joshua, setting up the left hook upstairs.
That uppercut's a big weapon because Takam constantly dips low when you get too.
You know, for Carlos Takam, he was able in that round to land some right hands. He did get nailed with some good shots by Anthony Joshua, but the right hand became a very important weapon.
Referee calling for a timeout. And the doctor will allow Takam to continue. Nice jab to the body by Joshua. Al Bernstein so eloquently put in his keys. And Takam trying to valiantly fight back here with...
Takam keeps himself.
Oh, left hook that Takam ate. Been defeated 3 times, but stopped just once, and that was against Alexander Povetkin in what was the 2014 heavyweight scrap of the year out. Despite being a short notice replacement, Takam has called Joshua out in the past. In fact,
a world heavyweight championship. And
oh, there's a nice counter right hand by Takam after he ate a couple of those telephone pole jabs.
We mentioned that Takam went 12 rounds with Joseph Parker, who has another one of the...
If Takam keeps throwing right hands, Joshua can't come with his own left hook.
Come to the United Kingdom, and what a year it has been, not only for Joshua.
He timed that jab very well and got the right hand in.
Experiences like this, nonetheless, are things he can take home and improve on.
Round 10 for Anthony Joshua.
Late in the fight.
Yeah, he said
through 12.
Twin round.
And now he has it. Now he's hoping he can make things happen later in this fight. Joshua isn't...
Here in round 10, works the jab. Short clubbing right hand by Joshua.
Oh,
nice right hand. That caught Takam. Takam just trying to survive. Eats a left and right.
There at first, but Joshua, good move to create space.
And the referee has intervened, and he has saved Carlos Takam from further punishment. It was Anthony Joshua who was popping Takam like a cork. And
ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute, 34 seconds of round number 10. The winner by TKO victory, and still the reigning and defending undefeated AJ Anthony Joshua.